Chapter equals 2. Ecosystem. Hash structure of the ecosystem. Meaning of ecosystem. An ecosystem is a geographic area where plants, animals, and other organisms work together to form a bubble of life. Ecosystems contain biotic, living, parts as well as abiotic, non-living parts. Biotic includes plants, animals, and other organisms. The structure of the ecosystem are as follows. 1. Biotic factors. 2. Abiotic factors. 1. Biotic factors. All living beings, it includes 3 factors. A. Producers, primary. B. Consumers, secondary. 3. Decomposers, tertiary. 2. Abiotic factors. Non-living beings, it includes A. Water. B. Air. 9. Light. 1. Temperature. F. Climate. All explain. Number 1. Forest ecosystem. Types of forests. 1. Coniferous forest, e.g., Amazon forest. 2. Temperate rainfall forest, e.g., Kairapunji forest. 3. Temperate deciduous forest, e.g., Nagarabal forest. Forest ecosystem. 1. Biotic factors. All living beings. 9. Producers. Producers are those which prepare their own food and accept sunlight. They do not depend on others, e.g., plants, medicinal plants, etc. 5. Consumers. Consumers are those which directly or indirectly depends upon producers for their food. Primary consumers. Primary consumers are those which only depends on producers for their food, e.g., rabbit, deer, etc. Secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are those which depends on primary consumers for their food, e.g., fox, wolf, etc. Tertiary consumers. The tertiary consumers, they are those it depends either on secondary consumers or primary consumers for their food, e.g., lion, tiger, leopard, etc. J. Decomposers. Decomposer are those which converts organic substance into inorganic substance in soil through microorganic, e.g., bacteria, earthworm, etc. 2. Abiotic factors. Non-living beings. 9. Water. Water is an universal solvent because most of the substance dissolved in water. Life cannot exist without water. D. Air. Air is a mixture of gas. It is helpful for respiration to all kinds of life. 3. Light. Sun is the major source of light, helpful for the development of plants by photosynthesis process. It. J. Temperature. 1. Minimum temperature. Weather is too cold. 1. Optimum temperature. Weather is normal. 1. Maximum temperature. Weather is too hot. Soil. Soil is a texture. It includes all minerals and fertility with nutrients. It is essential for decomposing process. D. Climate. There are 4 seasons. 1. Spring season. E. Summer season. Autumn season. Harvest. I. Winter season. Grassland ecosystem. Meaning of grassland ecosystem. A grassland is an ecosystem that's thickly covered in short plants. Grasslands are notable for being green. An area of land that mostly grows grass is a grassland, although there are other plants thickly mixed in the grasses. Types of grassland regions in India are 1. Terai grassland. 2. Bugeo grassland. 3. Khazar grassland. 4. Bunny grassland. 5. Shola grassland. 1. Biotic factors. All living beings. 9. Producers. Producers are those which prepare their own food and accept sunlight and do not depend on others, e.g., grass, herbs, etc. B. Consumers. Consumers are those which directly or indirectly depends upon producers for their food. 1. Primary consumers. Primary consumers are those which only depends on producers for their food, e.g., grasshopper, insects, etc. Secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are those which depends on primary consumers for their food, e.g., snake, frog, etc. Tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers are those it depends either secondary consumers or primary consumers for their food, e.g., eagle, hawk, etc. 9. Decomposer. Decomposer are those which converts organic substance into inorganic substance in soil through microorganic, e.g., bacteria, earthworm, etc. 2. Abiotic factors. Non-living beings. A. Water. B. Air. 9. Light. D. Temperature. 9. Soil. Climate. Aquatic ecosystem. Lake, pound. Meaning of aquatic ecosystem. An aquatic ecosystem is an system formed by surroundings a body of water. Aquatic ecosystems contain communities of organisms that are dependent on each other and on their environment. Types of aquafit ecosystem. 1. Lake ecosystem. 2. Pound ecosystem. 3. Marine ecosystem. 4. Rivers ecosystem. 5. Ocean ecosystem, etc. Aquatic ecosystem. Lake, round. 1. Biotic factors. All the living beings. 9. Producers. Producers are those which prepare their own food and expect sunlight. They depend on others, do not. E.g., algae, phytoplanktons, etc. B. Consumers. Consumers are those which directly or indirectly depends upon producers for their food. 1. Primary consumers. Primary consumers are those which only depends on producers for their food, e.g., frog, snail, etc. Secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are those which depends on primary consumers for their food, e.g., small fishes, medium fishes, etc. Tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers are those it depends either secondary consumers or primary consumers for their food, e.g., large fishes, big fishes, etc. 7. Decomposer. Decomposer are those which converts organic substance into inorganic substance in through microorganic water, e.g., bacteria, fungus, etc. 2. Abiotic factors. Non-living beings. 1. Water. 2. Air. 3. Light. Explain. 4. Temperature. 5. Sat. Needed. 65. Climate. Date. Aquatic ecosystem. River, stream. Meaning of aquatic ecosystem. An aquatic ecosystem is an ecosystem formed by surrounding a body of water. Aquatic ecosystems contain communities of organisms that are dependent on each other and on their environment. Types of ecosystems are 1. Lake ecosystem. 2. Pond ecosystem. 3. River ecosystem. 4. Stream ecosystem. 5. Ocean ecosystem. 1. Biotic ecosystem. All living beings. 9. Producers. Producers are those which prepare their own food and accept sunlight. They do not depend on others, e.g., algae, phytoplanktons, etc. 5. Consumers. Consumers are those which directly or indirectly depends upon producers on for their food, e.g. 9. Primary consumers. Primary consumers are those which only depends on producers for their food, e.g. snails, crab, etc. Secondary Teching consumers. Secondary consumers are those which depends on primary consume -8 for their food, e.g., small and big fishes, etc. Tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers are those, it depends either secondary consumers or primary consumers for their food, e.g., crocodiles, swans, etc. 9. Decomposer. Decomposer are those which converts organic substance into inorganic substance in water through microorganisms. 2. Abiotic factors, non-living beings. 1. Water. 2. Air. All explain. 3. Light. 4. Temperature. 5. Climate. Aquatic ecosystem. Ocean. 1. Biotic factors, all living beings. 9. Producers. Algae, zooplanktons, etc. Consumers. 2 primary consumers. Turtle, crabs eat. 1. Secondary consumers. Small and big fishes. Tertiary consumers. Shark, whales, dolphins et. 9. Decomposers. Bacteria, fungus eat. 2. Abiotic factors. All non-living beings. 1. Water. 2. Air. 3. Sunlight. 4. Temperature. 5. Climate. Energy flow in an ecosystem. 1. Sun is the major source of energy. 2. The energy flow in an ecosystem is always unidirectional. 3. Amount of energy at each tropic level in an ecosystem goes on decreasing form. 4. According to first law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created (destroyed) nor be. 5. The organism that can take energy from inorganic sources and fix it into energy, such molecules, are called as autotrophs, and the process is known as photosynthesis. 6. The energy get transformed from low tropic to upper tropic level. 7. Convention of organic form into inorganic form in sail, water is called decomposing process. 8. About 57:1 of energy is striking towards the atmosphere. 9. About 35% of energy is striking towards the Earth's surface. 10. Remaining 8% of energy is striking towards plant surface in the form of photosynthesis. Date. #food chain. Meaning of food chain: the flow of energy transfer from producer to primary, secondary and tertiary consumers and to decomposers at different trophic level is called food chain. X. At forest arrow system. Plants rabbit right-pointing arrow fox to loin right-pointing arrow termites. 5. Grassland ecosystem. Grasshopper right-pointing arrow snake right-pointing arrow hawk right-pointing arrow. Earthworm. 3. Ackle pond ecosystem. Algae crab small fishes large fishes bacteria. Ocean ecosystem. Zooplankton turtle large fishes to sharks, whale to bacteria, fungus. River ecosystem phytoplanktons right-pointing arrow frog right-pointing arrow large fishes right-pointing arrow. Crocodile fungus. Date. Ecological succession. Meaning of ecological succession: in a successive orientation of in progressive formation, the old plants and animals comes to exist with new environment and changes or alter their lifestyle, conditions behavior along with new plants and animals is called ecological succession. Causes of ecological succession. There are 3 causes. 1. Initial cause. 2. Continuous cause. 3. Stability cause. 1. Initial cause. Initial cause are forest fire, soil erosion, etc. 2. Continuous cause. Continuous causes are competition, migration, war struggle, hunting, etc. 3. Stability cause. Stability causes like stable in environment, such as rocks, soil,